but few, as many maidens would be.
Hey people, welcome back to Not In My Lifetime channel. Yes, Nottingham Forest 1, Manchester City 2. A big win today. Don't worry, it's not just me today. Bevo is actually with me just now. We just joined just now. So I thought I'd just get the stream going. I'll bring him in now. Oh God, not this again. There he is. There we go. No grips, everyone. Obviously, this is not obviously for both of us. Obviously, we weren't planning to do this originally, but big win today against Forest, which was actually quite, considering the context of the games today as well, with Arsenal and Villa both winning as well. Big up Villa, by the way. 11 wins in a row is incredible. I'm saying Villa right now, even if Villa don't win the league this year, Villa have been brilliant and deserve their flowers for how well they've been playing. Even when they're not playing at their fluent best, they're getting wins against Chelsea today, like late through subs, like Ollie Watkins and that. So, at the moment, right now, it's 3 teams to say right now. Probably just 2. Let's be fair, it's 3 right now at the moment until one buggers off. But yeah, big win, isn't it? Big win today. Big win.
Yeah, massive win. Massive win. 12:30 kickoffs are never easy anyway.
No, exactly.
Off the back of Christmas, first game back, Nottingham Forest away, who I could be wrong in saying beat Spurs 3-0 last time they played.
They did. Yep, Sangare got a goal. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that was at Forest's ground as well.
Yeah.
Our bench today was pretty poor. With the exception of
Rodri,
Savinho and Rodri. Mm-hmm. The rest were sort of academy products and
McAdoo. Big up McAdoo, by the way. Big up McAdoo, man.
So, you look at that squad, today. It's quite obvious that we've got, a problem with injuries. It's quite obvious that we've got a problem with, 2 players leaving for AFCON. To be honest, it's quite clear that we need to go into the January transfer window. And I'm sure we'll talk about Semenyo in a little bit, but I think the most important thing today is to not get kind of too caught up on the performance. Yeah, performances are good, and to win the league, you need to have a good succession of performances. But I don't think that today was one of them. I think you probably look at a game today like the Sunderland game on is it New Year's Day?
New Year's Day, yeah, New Year's Day.
Oh, you're probably looking at the game today is very, very similar to the game on New Year's Day against Sunderland away. Like, I think those games is just a case of get the 3 points and get out.
Yeah. But big up everyone in the chat, big up Steve, big up Ash, big up DC. I was Adam Quinn in the chat as well. Good Xmas, very good, mate. Yeah, it was a nice chill one for me. As I don't really go over the top Christmas, obviously. It's more of just a nice chill one. Got a few good presents this year as well. So I gave my mum my current PlayStation and gave her a few games and that. So I got that to play, which is good. I've got a newer one now, which is good. So I thought it'd be nice to give my dad and my mum something to do in the evenings as well, which is good. So nice Christmas overall for us over here anyway. But yeah, back to the football. Yeah, I mean, I was nervous like anyone because I think anyone going away from home to anyone's league is difficult, even if it's Burnley away. Even Wolves, Wolves right now are a mess. Like they are the worst team I've ever seen in the league for me. I've never seen a team like even today. Lost 2-1, but still no wins from the season in December. It's still have no wins the league yet, and it's mad how they're still on 2 points still. They're still on 2 points in December. It's crazy, honestly. But no, it was 3 points right now is what matters. Like when you got Arsenal winning 2-1 against Brighton in the most. I mean, seriously, mate, that another own goal. It never ends. It never ends, man. Never ends, honestly. But It's what we got to do. I said this as a on the phone today, mate. It's all about getting your wins and getting on with it. Forget what Arsenal do because right now our current trajectory, if we beat Arsenal, win the league.
Well, yeah, I was just about to say that. If as long as we do our job, we win the league.
Yeah,
you know that's hands down. That's all there is to it. Arsenal could win every single game for the rest of the season, except against us at the Etihad. But if we win every game for the rest of the season and the game against Arsenal at the Etihad, then we win the league. So,
yeah.
At the end of the day, like Arsenal want to say, "Oh, it's in our hands. It's in our hands." Technically, it's not. It's in our hands because you've got to come to the Etihad. Like we've done the Emirates.
Yeah, and probably worse. Think about it, the Emirates now. And back at it now, we were probably a worse team then. We weren't anywhere near the level we are now. I think even now we're not at a level yet. There's way more to get to still. Our current team, but back then we had no Cherki, no Mamouche, no Eight Nori, and we got through that game. And actually, got a good result. I mean, could have very easily been a win on that day. Probably should have been a win, the Emirates, but we got a result. And today, like I know it was. I know people obviously about Diaz. Yeah, he was. I mean, the defense wasn't great today. I mean, their goal should have been avoided. It was a terrible goal to concede because if you look back at it, O'Reilly should be marking Amar Hutchinson, not.
He should be.
And it's why for me it's like I'm not going to sort of beat the team with that because again I think they know themselves that was a bad goal. So I know how to work on that and train him. But the thing is,
I don't think it's something that like they need to really work on in training. I just think they've just had some time off for Christmas. Some of them have been away, some of them have sort of had a bit of time off and wound down. And 12:30 kickoffs are never easy anyway. And not just because the time that they're playing football, the whole routine gets scarpered. So, like I'm pretty sure Wayne Rooney was quite famous for saying something along the lines of no one wants to eat pasta at 9 a.m. They're coming back from playing, they're coming back from having Christmas, and then they're having to chuck pasta down their necks at 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And get ready for a 12 o'clock kickoff in not even at home. They're having to travel for it as well, which is, all the travel can kind of take it out of you. I just think it's one of those days today where it was just, let's just get the 3 points and let's just get out of there. And I think Sunderland will be exactly the same. Whether we win at Sunderland or not is another thing. It'll be a very, very tricky test. I actually think the game against Sunderland is going to be more difficult than the game today.
Will be, yeah.
But I just think it's in these kind of games, it's points over performance. If we're having games like this in May, April, May, then even March, then we've got problems.
Yeah.
But if it's one of them where it's just been Christmas. Just let the lads get back into the flow of things. It's one of them.
Well, yeah. I mean, Foden today, yeah, he wasn't. But this is the thing, right? Like Phil's gonna have moments where he's not at his best, but he'll get the goals and assists himself. That's what I mean. Foden will have moments where he gets back into form again. Haaland wasn't great today, but again, he didn't have much chance today because I knew what Forest would do. I knew what Dyche would do. Mark Haaland out the game. Which is why it was on Reinders and Cherki today and Foden to find something out of nothing. Because look, Haaland will have goals every now and again against these kind of teams. He will.
They'll do the same against Sunderland. Sunderland,
yeah.
But this I was saying to you before on the phone. At the start of this season, it was if Haaland doesn't score, City don't win. That's another myth now. If Haaland doesn't score, Reinders can pop up with a goal. Cherki pops up with a goal. Foden can pop up with a goal. Doku can pop up with a goal. There's plenty of players that can pop up with a goal for us, where we're not solely relying on, even Gvardiol and Diaz. They in recent weeks they've been good for a goal.
Yeah, they have been. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter who scores the goals. As long as someone scores the goals, I can give a shit who it is. So,
Yeah.
I mean, look, and today, right, I want to give comment. I want to give some praise as well. I mean, especially to a certain player. I mean, he's been criticised quite a lot, and I get it. But for me, for his first season, this is Cherki, by the way. This is Rayan does, right? Last 2 games, 2 goals. 2 goals in 2 games. Now, I get criticism. I get it. This is his first season. If this guy was 23 years old younger, he'd probably be given a lot more time because of his age. People think, oh, he has to be good instantly. No, like he's in a new league, in a new team. He needs to be given the opportunity to know where his position is. I think today, good goal. Great run.
I also think, based on current form, I don't think Arsenal beat Villa.
No, honestly, Villa right now, man. Villa right now, by the way, are doing so well. 11 wins in a row. It's incredible.
What I would say though is, like the talk of City with Haaland, you could kind of say the same about Morgan Rogers at the moment. If it wasn't for Morgan Rogers,
Watkins came on today, got 2 goals. So
well, you're right, but in recent times, it's been Rodgers that has been the one that kind of bails them out. Now, later on in the season, if we need to give Haaland a bit of a rest, we can play Mamouche there. We can play, Foden as the false 9. We can play Cherki as the false 9. That there you could even play Reinders as a false 9. Like we have the options there too. But I just think that Villa are a little bit too heavily reliant on Rodgers. So I think if you look at the 3 teams at the moment, you've obviously got Arsenal, you've got City, and you've got Villa that are kind of first, second. I think you can take Chelsea out of the equation. I think Chelsea
done now. Yeah, done. Yeah.
I think out of those 3 teams, Villa are probably the more likely towards the back end of the season kind of dropping off. I don't see Arsenal losing too many games between now and the rest of the season, but I think they get quite a few draws.
You definitely, yeah.
You look at the Wolves game, could have drawn that one. The game against Brighton today, if it wasn't for the own goal, they could have drawn that one. From what I've seen as well, I've not watched any of the games today, but from what I've seen and what I've heard, towards the end of the game, Brighton were all over Arsenal. So for me, I think Arsenal can't keep going on the way that they're going. I think Arsenal are far too heavily reliant on Rice and Saka. Saka's very injury prone, and has had quite a few injuries over the last few seasons. I think Declan Rice could be on the brink of turning into a Rodri, and not in the sense of abilities or anything like that, but I mean just getting burnt out and overplayed.
It's a shame, really, yeah. Because he's a good player as well. I do rate Rice, but I just think, he's getting run into the ground.
He's basically like becoming Rodri 2.0, and not in terms of technical abilities or ball-in abilities, because it's chalk and cheese. They're on completely different levels. But in terms of being run into the ground and so heavily reliant upon, there's becoming a bit of a similarity where you look at Rice, like they very rarely take him off in a game either. Like he pretty much plays 90 minutes every game.
Yeah, pretty much.
And he's also their go-to man for set pieces as well. That's the difference between sort of City and Rodri and Rice and Arsenal. Rodri was never our set piece taker. Rodri was the machine of the team, and he kept things ticking over and was kind of the backbone of the midfield and also the defense as well. But I think if Arsenal lose Rice, I think that becomes a bigger problem for Arsenal, because they've not only lost their kind of centre focal point of the midfield, and that sort of holds that midfield together like a glue, they've also lost their corner taker. They've also lost their set piece taker. So I think if they are in real danger of burning him out, like before you've even hit January.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, bit of Coutinho. We signed in January. The bench mediocre. We needed to midfielder, Semenyo, and defender. I think we'll get a defender and Semenyo. And I don't know about a midfielder. I mean, don't get me wrong. Elliot Anderson today was very good today. I like to see him come and stick. I think he's got that ability where he can sort of win a ball and sort of do as a good jeweler in the midfield. I would love a midfielder, but I don't think that's going to happen unless we spend the money. Which if we do, fair enough. But I just don't know if we'll do that yet.
No, I can't see us doing that until you probably look at maybe someone leaving at the end of the season, like a Bernardo Silva leaving, or I don't think we go for an 8 or anything like that. Especially now that you've got Rodri coming back. You know, Rodri was on the bench today. Yeah, he didn't get any minutes, but being on the bench shows that he's, you know, fit enough to play, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
He wouldn't be allowed on the bench if he wasn't fit enough to play for a start.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think now that we've got Rodri coming back, that takes the minutes away from Nico G. Not because Nico G deserves to be put on the bench, but he deserves to have a rest. And I suppose it's a pretty good replacement to put instead of Nico G, putting in a Ballon d'Or winning Rodri. So
right, Rodri, come on.
I mean, to say, oh, we're giving Nico G a rest. Who we bringing on? Oh, Ballon d'Or winning Rodri. Like, you know, it's not a bad replacement, is it? So because of that, I don't think that we'll go into the market for an 8 in January. You've still got Bernardo Silva. You've still got Tijani Reinders. You can even play Phil as an 8 and Cherki as a 10. I think the real problem is wingers, and I also think we need a fullback. So if we were to go into the market, I think you're probably looking at Semenyo and maybe one other, maybe a Livramento or someone like that.
Yeah, agreed. But yeah, big up Hong. Yeah, £30 million. Honestly, Rayan Cherki, man. I mean, this guy, man. Every week we're saying it now, right? But his first season, right, in a big game, Kevin De Bruyne-esque, by the way. Kevin De Bruyne-esque with the assist and the goal in a big away game. As we all know, it Kev did a number of times for us in run-ins. I'm not saying he's Kev, by the way. Even Cherki would say, I ain't Kevin De Bruyne level. Even he would say, I'm not doing like that, and I respect. But watching Cherki today, mate, grab the game by scruff of the neck in a big moments for us when we needed the goal both times, he stepped up massively. Like the assist, by the way, the assist, by the way, it's brilliant. The way he slides that ball to Stranda is perfectly on the money, right on the money to him as well. It's brilliant. But the goal he scores, wow.
He's elite.
I mean,
he is elite. When you know, I've said it since day one. I've been a massive Cherki supporter. You know, since day one, you could kind of see his talents. And I didn't really watch much of Liga, to be honest with you. I just or the Europa League. Just when he stepped on that football pitch in the pre-season. In the World Cup, I just knew straight away, like looking at him,
that the run that changed the club's life forever.
Yeah, I just think that ever since he stepped on the football pitch, he's been brilliant. He is the epitome of what young footballers should strive to be. You know, he's a very, very humble guy. You know, he knows where he's come from. You know, the fact that he came out and said, you know, all these fans pay all this money to come and watch us. I want to give them pleasure and all this. You know, it just shows you that he is very grounded. He is a very humble guy. And technical abilities is just off the charts. Like right now in world football, I can't think of more than maybe 2 or 3 players that I would have ahead of him in terms of Ballon d'Or rankings. Like with his current form and the way that he's playing, you probably look at maybe someone like Yamal, maybe Mbappe, potentially Harry Kane with his goals that he's scoring at the moment. Haaland, for me, he has to be in. He has to be in the top 10. He has to. And get this, he's only played 40% of the available minutes that he could have played this season. He's played less than 50% of what he's been eligible to play in, and he's producing these numbers. This guy is off the scale. Like, he really is. And for the price that we paid for him, it's robbery. We should give him another 30 million.
You should do. But pay some more. Big Alfonso. Yeah, Zach, come on. We're going to do it this year for sure. He, honestly, Hong, he is. Honestly, the way I'm watching the fans move to him right now, the way the fans love him right now, especially the away fans, it is incredible. Like, he frozen, I think.
Have I frozen? I'm still here.
You're frozen on a really weird moment where you blinked at the wrong time. I love how it does. I don't know how it does that. Honestly, hopefully it'll sort itself out a bit.
Yeah, I mean, can you still hear me though?
Yeah, I can hear you, mate. I can hear you, but for some reason the screen just freezes in a really awkward moment.
Nah, it's all right. No doubt someone will probably screenshot it.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm on Haaland now. Cherki has so much ability out. Yeah, he's gone now, but he'll be back in a bit. That's what I'm on Haaland now. Cherki has so much ability and will be future big. But exactly, yeah. I think this team for me is just we're playing now without reliance on individuals. I think obviously Cherki's playing really well right now, but obviously he'll have a game where he obviously isn't playing. Obviously, and getting the G in there every game. But I think he's showing that resilience, and I think that that personality within him where he's able to sort of step up for us in a big way. I think that's massive, especially in the title race right now, where we've got obviously Arsenal. Obviously, it's not being great, but obviously getting a big win for them today against Brighton. You've got obviously Villa getting a massive result at Chelsea today, obviously with Ollie Watkins. Like it just shows you like this title race, obviously, it's starting to heat up now. It's starting to heat up. Obviously, everyone's starting to sort of step in now and give their all and that and go for it. I mean, Villa right now are in a title race right now. I know people don't want to say that, but they are. Like I know, will they win it? Is a whole different point. Obviously hold a whole different question. But right now they're in the conversation still. Until they lose games and they're out the points, obviously around the top 4, in the sure. But right now they should be talked about in that way because they are actually playing at that level right now. Haaland's 11 goals. That's mental. 111 goals off Aguero's record. That is crazy. That's absolutely crazy that he's that far off him already. Like everything, Aguero's record's insane for a player who's injured so much. But obviously, you think how many goals Aguero probably would have scored for us. Obviously, he wasn't injured all the time. That's incredible. Big up, Alfonso. I'm gonna imagine that's obviously about being champions, mate. Again, Spanish is getting a little bit better. It's not perfect, but I can understand a little bit of what you're saying there, bro. But yeah, big up to you, man. He is on, by the way. He was just here. He just isn't there. Went a little bit. He should be back on ASAP. As soon as he's come on, he'll be on stream a little bit, mate. It's 28 goals away from British. 28 goals away from British record. Oh my God, crazy. 28 goals. And to be fair, he could get that this year, right? Couldn't he? He could get this season. I mean, obviously didn't score today, but it's just obviously it's one of them games where unfortunately I'll happen every now and again. Oh, he is back now. There we go. Should be over here, but hopefully there he is. He's back now.
Fucking thing.
Because someone asked, is he not on? No, he's on. He just went.
Yeah, nice to see I missed. I'm here. I say.
You are here. You are here. No, I was just saying. Like 111 goals away from Aguero's record. That's mental for Haaland. That's crazy. 111 goals away. That's absolutely. He's 28 of Eric Brook. To be fair, he's on the way to going right now. He could get this year. this season. I think he will. I don't think he will, but I've seen weird things happen in football. Watch him do it. We will win the league. Yeah, honestly, right. Arsenal for me, I don't worry me at all. I'll be real with you. I've watched Arsenal.
120%. I am with you on that.
I'm sorry. Gyökeres, awful. Inconsistent as hell. Saka, overused to hell. Rice, overused to hell. Both get run to the ground by a manager who's rushing back players so quickly. It's ridiculous. Like, it's mental how much he's rushing them back. Like,
I don't think they'll lose a lot of games, but I think they will draw a lot of games, and I think that's where their downfall will be. For every 3 games that they draw, that's only 1 win. So
I think so. Big second. I think they will as well. I think it's a draw. The Emirates.
I think Villa can beat them. I'll be honest.
Now, annoyingly, Cash and Kamara are both suspended. Of course they fucking are. Especially going to the Emirates. Of course they are. Isn't that convenient? How convenient.
Is Morgan Rogers suspended though?
No, he's not. He's
happy days.
Just Villa, defend that area a bit more, mark it out, and just that's what I mean. Like, for me, if you're a clinical team, I think it's chance, and also don't score own goals. By the way, stop scoring own goals at the Emirates.
Oh, did you see? Right, someone's put Jack Lears has put Gyökeres' dog shit. Have you seen? There's an Arsenal fan on Twitter. And he's put on it something along the lines of Drogba was a really good Premier League striker, but Gyökeres is a mixture of who did he say? It was like Gyökeres is a mixture of Haaland, Rooney, and someone else, and it's like, oh, you taking the piss? Hang on, let me see if I can find it for you.
That is bullshit.
It's fucking delusional. One sec, let me find it for you.
It'll be the bottlers, yep. Should need to be put on some serious convos for one of the best. Bro, I agree. And this is a man. Like, I've seen De Bruyne, I've seen David Silva, I've seen Torre, I've seen some unbelievable talents playing for this club. Phil Foden as well, but Cherki, with Cherki, right? There's something different about him that I can't pinpoint.
Here we go. Are you ready for this for a comment?
Go on. Here we go. Then go on.
Drogba was a good striker in the Premier League, but Victor Gyökeres is a combination of Drogba, Henry, and Haaland.
Window, mate. Mate,
what on earth is that?
Gyökeres couldn't lace Drogba's boots, mate.
No.
Drogba was a big mate. Drogba, mate, his final game for Chelsea scored the equaliser, mate, in the UCL final and scored with a penalty.
Yeah,
Munich, bro. Drogba, by the way, what is it? Is that 100 goals in the Premier League? But that guy, man, was a big game player. Big game player, Drogba. Honestly, I'm a big Drogba fan myself, but comparing Gyökeres to Haaland, by the way, are you kidding me? Won Muller Trophy for a sporting man, and I think he's best program up. Mate, he was crap today. Did you see how bad he was? Obviously, you probably didn't, but the guy, man, Lewis Dunk bodied him, mate, today. Lewis Dunk had him on toast.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, mate, but this delusion from Arsenal fans, mate. This is why. But how many times can you keep humbling a fan base before they get it? How many times? Is that ever going to end? Oh, they are, Jack. Villa are good against top six, or they beat us, beat United, beat Liverpool today, or drew Liverpool. They lost to Anfield. They lost to Anfield. Lost to Anfield. They beat Tottenham. They've beaten Chelsea, didn't they? Yeah, so a few teams this year, I think. That's
he's more like a cross between Andy Carroll and Samaras with karate skills.
Oh my god!
that comment is perfect. How Robson, Carnew, and Wilfred Boney are better than Gyökeres. Oh wow!
This chat is elite tonight. Oh, this chat is elite tonight. Oh man, big up guys, man. Big up support, man. Samaras a karate skill. That's fucking mental. Oh, mate, honestly. By the way, this is mental. 3 of them have all got goal.
Wow. It's true though.
Odegaard's goal is scored recently.
Did you see them celebrating the Carabao Cup penalty shootout?
Shameless.
It's like they just won the Champions League. This is what I was saying to you off air. I stand by this. Arsenal are far too emotional. The players, the fan base, the manager, they're all just far too emotional. Like you look at the game against Villa when Villa beat them, and they were
Warren is doing better than him.
You had David Raya doing the Randy Orton.
Honestly, mate, that fan base, man, are so delusional. Honestly, not sure if you've seen the interviews to New City. Yeah, we're seeing that today. Yeah, I've heard obviously that Semenyo wants to get the move done by 1st January. Yeah, honestly, mate, today, mate, watching Bournemouth today against Brentford, I can see why he wants to get out there now. Bournemouth, they've been terrible recently. They've been shocking. 4-1 loss today against Brentford. 4-1 loss away to Brentford today. I mean, what was it? Is it Sharda got a hat trick? Sharda's got Brentford. He got a hat trick today.
Yeah.
Don't know, but mate, just mad, right? Brentford lost Mbumo and Wissa and replaced them with Sharda and Igor Thiago. How mad is that? Lost Tony, put Visser in there instead. How mad is it? They keep replacing their players with probably even better players or players as good as them. It's mental. How do they do Brentford? How do they do it?
Yeah.
It's like never-ending factory of players. They keep finding it everywhere else. Bring them to better their team, make them insane, and go on to have better careers. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's mental. Honestly, it's mental. But yeah. But you know what? Let's just talk about for me the team camaraderie, because I'm not sure if you've seen that picture going around of it's an AI picture, but it's Donnarumma on the scales, right?
Yeah, he posted it, didn't he?
I was like, oh, the group chat must have been laughing with Pep for some of the stuff.
Have you? I tell you, the comment that's gone viral was Haaland saying something about Donna Kebab Rumour.
I love Haaland, man. Honestly, the banter in that group is absolutely phenomenal.
You know what gets me? It's when Haaland tries to say Gianluigi Donnarumma's like his first name. He goes like, it's just like a load of letters.
Honestly, right, I don't know about you, right, but how refreshing is it to have the squad camaraderie back together? The togetherness of the squad's back again. It's nice to have it back. It feels like
don't mention him, Arsenal. I'm trying to new striker.
Fuck's sake, man. Oh, mate. This is what I mean. The thing is, right, I mean, Arsenal with Villa will be a very interesting game, but if Villa are clinical, mate, I win that game. Arsenal for me don't impress me at all right now. I know that sounds like they won the last 3 games. Context is key. That one, the Palace one, could very easily been a draw as a league game. Been a draw as a league game. And Palace playing crap as well. But Palace been crap recently as well, which is crazy. So, like, I just think what we got to do is keep our form going. Sunderland away. I don't care how you win that game. You win the game on it. Win the game. Yeah. 3 points. I mean, Chelsea, mate, we'll batter Chelsea. We will batter Chelsea. Chelsea are crap.
They're very hit and miss at the moment. Chelsea are either quite good or quite shit. Like, there's no kind of like middle ground with them.
No.
There's a lot going on at the club at the moment, especially with Enzo Maresca's recent rant that's kind of put him in the bad books with the club, because he came out and gave that pretty honest press review, didn't he? Which is when it all stemmed that he was supposedly supposed to be City's next manager. I just feel that Chelsea I don't think they're ready to. I don't get me wrong. Like, I know they won the Club World Cup, but if we're being real, I think that City weren't ready to win the Club World Cup.
No.
And all of the other teams, like big teams, decided to treat it a bit like more of a pre-season kind of competition rather than an actual Club World Cup.
Yeah.
So I think Chelsea really were the only ones that kind of took that really seriously. And, kudos to them. At the end of the day, it was a competition that was there to be won, and they won it, and hands down, fair play. But I don't really think that Chelsea are ready to challenge for major honours, as in consistently over like 38 games. They're not ready for the Prem. Because, to win the Prem, you have to be consistent across, 38 games pretty much. You can have a few slip-ups along the way, as every team does, but the consistency has to be there.
Exactly.
I think
Exactly.
Yeah. I think for the UCL, again, UCL this year is quite wide open. But the Sarah Sutcliffe there is spot on. The age profiles of the players that they've gone for just simply isn't good enough. I also think that the players that they've bought, with the exception of maybe like a few players, like you'd put over the last sort of 3-4 years, you'd put Cole Palmer in there. You'd put Estevao in there. I think Estevao's a really, really good player.
Yeah.
But you're signing up Rory Delap, Liam Delap. You're signing up Liam Delap, who has been at Hull, didn't really perform. No. He's been at various different clubs. He's been at Stoke, didn't perform there. These are championship level clubs, and he really just didn't perform. He had one semi-decent season at Ipswich, and then all of a sudden he's like the next hot prospect. I just think that Chelsea went through a bit of a phase where it was like, let's just buy anybody and anybody that's young and has a prospect. And it's just not worked out for them. It's all well and good buying young, prospects and potentials, but you also have to have a bit of a mixture of experience and, grit of the team as well. If you look at City as a prime example, you've got Bernardo Silva in there. You've got you'd probably even put Ruben Diaz in there now. Ruben Diaz is 27, 28. He's getting on a bit. We've got players in and around the team who Rodri's nearly 30. You've got players in and around the team where, generally speaking, we've got quite a young squad. You've got Cherki that's 21. You've still got Phil Foden that's 26, 27. Like that's 26. 25.
25.
So still really young. You've got Haaland as well that's still pretty young. Haaland's got another 10 years in him. The age profile of what City have gone for is young, but we've also kept some of the experience as well.
Yeah.
You look at Chelsea, they shipped off Thiago Silva. That was one of the worst decisions that they could have done. They shipped off Thiago Silva, who was an experienced Premier League, Champions League international centre-back, and brought in Tosin Adarabioyo from Fulham. There's too much difference there. That's like us getting rid of Rodri and bringing in James Garner from Everton. It's not comparable.
But by the way, so just to ask, big up Rosa, by the way. Alf's having a bit of time out right now. I'm not sure whether you saw the post he put out on his YouTube channel. But it was quite a long post on YouTube.
I haven't seen anything.
No. What I recommend you do, go on the channel, look at his recent posts. They're still up just to have an idea of what he's going through. But he's all right. He's okay. He's just chilling right now and sort of just giving it up. But yeah, I messaged him. He's doing okay. So
Well,
hopefully
if he
back
is,
to Europe.
I really do hope he's okay. I hope he's had a nice Christmas. I will drop him a message.
Yeah.
Just to see if he's okay. If you are watching, mate, I do hope that everything is okay. And if you need anything, please reach out.
I will always say on the channel as well. Like I've been there myself with stuff. I'm a tough issues myself. Like I've said, Bevo as well. No, don't be afraid to talk about these things.
Everyone struggles from time to time. It's a part of being human. If you think you're going to breeze through life with absolutely no problems, then you've got another coming. Like,
nice.
especially today in today's age, like the world's fucked.
Mm.
Yeah, it is. If if you think that you're going to breeze through life with no problems, then you're massively mistaken. And it's I think the most important thing is it's okay not to be okay. Just it's not okay to not be okay on your own.
No.
Like, if anyone is struggling out there, please do reach out. You can DM me or Luke directly. There's also, a various, like there's a mass amount of kind of helplines out there. I think Samaritans is a pretty good one. If anyone's got the link to the Samaritans, please put it in the chat for anyone that wants to reach out. It's a tough time of the year, really, really tough time of the year. There's a lot of pressures on families around Christmas to, give the kids the latest and greatest, the latest and greatest gadgets and iPhones or whatever, and it does put a lot of pressure, and especially when we're in a position in life at the moment where it's difficult to even afford to pay the electric. So, just if anyone can get the link from Samaritans and just bang it in the in the chat, if anyone needs help, either DM me or Luke or whoever, a close friend, family relative, whoever it may be,
Don't sit in silence. That's all I'll say. Yeah.
I mean, that sums it up perfectly. But I went round the fucking houses to get to that. So
but yeah, it's fine. But basically, don't be alone. That's how long for everyone's like, probably Rory Delap. Jesus Christ, yeah. I mean, how old Delap now? What, his 50s? Probably his 40s, 50s, probably.
Tell you what, though, the way football's going, a team. Yeah. I tell you, Rory Delap could be useful in this day and age. I tell you,
mate, in a bit, we'll get to him in a little bit because it's one of his key traits as the menu. Because long throws, man.
as long as you don't do what Kyle Walker did and nearly take Bernardo Silva's head off with a throw-in. Do you remember that time where Kyle Walker went to throw the ball and Bernardo Silva had to go on his knees and duck because the ball was heading straight for? Do you remember
that? Yeah, right. As long as not Kyle Walker on throw-ins, that's fine. No worries. Yeah, exactly. Ryan is so far under the radar. I know that with Ryan he's been criticised quite a bit for people that I know particularly as well. But I think with Ryan's right, he's getting goals now. He's getting the goals now. With a bit like in the box, spots crashing, getting the box, getting the big goals in the away games and that. It will come with him. Just give him the time.
I think the way people look at it, and I'm not going to lie. I wasn't fully on that train. I always knew that he'd come good. Exactly that. But
Steve, for God's sake, it's Christmas, Steve. I'm saying this stuff now.
I always knew that he'd come good, but I think I was kind of partly on that hype train where, it was a bit like, Reinders came in, and I think playing Wolves first kind of didn't really help him. He got off to an amazing start. Game week 1. Ended up getting himself a couple of goals against Wolves. He looked saucy. He looked like a really, really good player. And I think the age, again, he's another one. The age profile. You know, you look at Chelsea; they're buying young kids. We're buying. You know, how old's Reinders? Like 27,
Yeah.
27, 28. And I think.
DC, exactly.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think, you know, I was kind of partly on that, where it was like, you know, he's 27, 28, he's had a lot of experience, you know, he should be able to come in and hit the ground running. That's not always the case. You know, Cherki, I did not like, I always knew Cherki would be good. I didn't expect him to be this good this fast.
No.
Like, I think with Cherki, I was like, yeah, 3-4 years to come, he's going to be like mustard. But I mean, he's played like what 400 minutes or something, and he's just been insane.
GNA.
Game. Like, I tell you what, Sunderland game, the best bet that you could put on there is Cherki to score or assist. Like, that is coming in.
It's crazy, isn't it? But the thing is, even if you mark Cherki out the game, you got Foden there as well. You got this is the issue that people have got to do now. You might highlight the game. Well,
this is great. The other thing, though. This is where Pep's got it right. You mark Cherki out of the game, you've got Nunes on the overlap, making those overlapping runs, and we all know Nunes can put a cross into the box because he's done it time after time this season.
Well, another player as well. If Aït-Nouri comes back right in good form, and we give him a chance over O'Reilly for a little bit, Aït-Nouri's the same, isn't he? Crossing the ball in as well. Same sort of player, left back. Look, by the way, O'Reilly, by the way, he's been brilliant, by the way, and deserves to be playing week in, week out. Well, you've got Aït-Nouri as well, who can come in and do a job as well and do very good defensively as well. I think we've got good fullbacks, but I mean, for me, with right back, I like Nunes Hussanov. They're both fine, but I want a right back long term. There, you know what I mean, running for the centre back there. But I think the fullbacks we've got right now are doing pretty well when they're obviously all available and ready to go. But you're right, the way Pep's got it set up now, and exactly, Steve. People forget about this, bro. He will play more games.
Yeah, of course he will.
People are like, Moosh will leave City then. No. Who's he's leaving City?
Oh, apparently he's not having a good AFCON.
Which, isn't he? That's a shame. This is because I like Aït-Nouri. I like it. I think he's a good player. I think what it is, right, he needs to sort of get a bit of form going and just go for it. I mean, that injury he had at the start was a bit annoying for him because he actually did the right to start with.
Do you know my problem with Aït-Nouri? My problem with Aït-Nouri is kind of similar to the problem that I've had with Rico Lewis and probably Nunes up until this season, definitely last season. He's not really a defender and he's not really an attacker. So Aït-Nouri's kind of like, he's like, as much of a technical baller as he is, I don't really know what he's best at doing. Like, he's definitely not best at defending. Like, we can eliminate that. But he's not really that good going forward. He's kind of good in the middle part. Like, I think that's kind of the main problem. And it's the same with Rico Lewis. You know, you look at Rico Lewis at right back. He's not that good at defending. He's okay in the middle of the park. He's better off in tight spaces and finding pockets to sort of play in. But it was the same with Nunes last year. Like, Nunes wasn't really good enough to be a right back. He wasn't good enough to be a midfielder. So it's like, where'd you really put him? I think you could be right. I think if you've got if you've got Doku off injured, I think you could potentially look at playing Aït-Nouri as our left winger.
Yeah,
but I don't know if his crossing ability is that good because we've not seen many crosses from him.
Yeah. Rico, I think yes, Steve. I think I like Rico. I do. I think Rico gives us all for us, but he should be on the bench, wrong on the bench, mate. For his age, he should be playing week in, week out for someone. I don't think that's for us. And I like him. I like Oscar Bob. I like him, but he needs to be playing week in, week out. and not playing for us, then we've got to let them go.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I think before we just shift on to the Semenyo talk, I think it's probably a good time to say, if you've not liked and subscribed to the video by now, please do give us a like and share with your family and friends, or give us a subscribe. It really does help the channel grow and helps us do bigger and better things. We've got things in the pipeline for next year that we're looking to do. So yeah, please do give us a subscribe, because it really helps the channel grow.
Yeah, we are 3 subs off 1.3k. So if you're new here, haven't subscribed.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you're good, guys.
3 subs. I want to see that by the time we've done an hour. We've done 54 minutes at the moment. In the next 5 minutes and 15 seconds, I want to see 3 new subs.
Yeah, come on, guys. Come on. Subscribe, guys. Come on. It's Christmas. It's time of giving. Come on. Come on, please help us out, please. No, but yeah. Before we go on to Spain, obviously, we'll switch off from the game. Look, as I said before, this is the kind of game to go analytical too much on the performance, really. Like, I know it wasn't perfect, but these are the kind of games that matter in a title race. They matter towards the end of the season. These are huge 3 points. So, for me, got the 3 points. Cherki cooked brilliantly. Sunderland away next is a huge one. But what obviously get to that after Semenyo will win the stream later on. But yeah, for me, 3 points is all needed today.
Do you know how you know when a player is really balling out? Like, I'm talking like Haaland standards of like balling out. Is when you've got United fans. Now, I could name 3 or 4 United fans right now that are video after video after video doing nothing but praising Cherki.
Yeah.
Alice Talks Football. Every video that Alice Talks Football, every time she does a video, she always says, coming from a United fan, like, it's guaranteed that at some point during that video, she will say, coming from a United fan. She's doing endless amounts of videos on Cherki. You've got
Liaz, culture cams.
Culture cams. What's the other guy? He's on Never a Foul.
Is it Kaz or Mont?
Kaz.
Yeah.
Another United fan putting out Cherki videos saying how Cherki's the best in the world at the moment. Like, when you're looking at the sort of the fan bases that are coming in and saying, "Oh, I know, yeah, that fucking human thumb doesn't know nothing, mate."
He just chats shit, that guy. He just absolutely just chats shit. Honestly, it's just...
Oh, he's clear by a country mile. He's not fit enough to lace his boots.
One goal, one
assist. You've got Liverpool fans today putting Florian, welcome. What, game week 18? Pull the other one.
Against Wolves.
Against Wolves, yeah, who haven't won a game.
Oh, my God. She's obsessed. Yeah. Who loves Cherki? Yeah, as rivals are fascinated by Cherki and furious. DC, you're bang on. You are bang on. Rivals are fascinated by Cherki. It infuriates them that we got him for cheap. Can't we, but exactly, they can't. It's not big money. It's £30 million bargain. Sorry,
hey, we paid that money that we paid. That's the same amount that went to Florian Wirtz's parents for signing for Liverpool.
Brilliant. Yeah, it probably was. Well, that's a shite. Yeah, honestly, mate. Well, what the goal? Oh, well done. But mate, Ekatike, by the way, is bailing that guy out. He's a real good player, mate. Ekatike, he's a real good time for them right now. Assists and goals for them. Not Florian Wirtz. Dawn. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah. Everyone's just fucking cooking for during the chat. Jack. Oh, big up the chat, man. Bro, Saeed, yeah, Saeed, man, is just fuming with us right now. He's just like, he's rattled whenever we win. It's like, fuck.
Do you know what, though? I love it. I absolutely love it. you know that we're playing well when the 115 talk comes back out, when City are cheats, oil money, buy their way to success. Pep has never produced a talent. Like, oh, so he's not produced Nico O'Reilly to be England's starting left back. Bearing in mind he was a midfielder last 2 seasons ago. Like, you know, Pep's never produced a world class talent. You know, City are cheats. This that. You're like, oh, crack on. Like, love it.
It's brilliant. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's funny, man. Alpha Agenda, young. Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah, man. Oh my God. Right, Antoine Semenyo. Then Antoine Semenyo. Now, this was a move that sort of started a while ago. Obviously, sort of, it's been a thing. Obviously, that's been sort of building up. Obviously, the past few weeks. But was it the start of this week? Was it Monday or Tuesday? Then this week, we got news from Augustine Romano that Semenyo has confirmed that he wants City over other clubs. And
that's boiled piss as well.
oh, the fume on social media, bro, was absolutely magnificent.
So they bought £60 million Mamouche to replace Mahrez, and now they're buying £60 million Semenyo to replace Mamouche. No, we're not. If anything, Semenyo's more of a Sterling replacement.
He is, yeah. Mamouche is someone that can play at striker and behind the striker. Gone for that reason. We didn't really get him in to replace Mamouche. This is what I find hilarious, right? Everyone's just lashing out and getting angry at us. It's like, well, we're getting him in because we need a winger to score goals consistently. And we haven't got that right now. All we've got, obviously, got Doku and Savino, but they're still getting themselves developed still. They're developing into better players.
Charlie, oh no, I don't want another Sterling.
To be fair, he got a lot of goals for us. I mean, he should have a lot more.
Sterling in that season, I tell you, that season, what was
18,
it? Like 20 goals or something as a winger?
17-18, brilliant. 18-19, like, was it 50 goals a calendar year? Unbelievable.
Yeah, insane numbers.
Look, that's why for me, I'll never ever disrespect Sterling. I know Sterling left a bit of a crap way, but for his time at the club, I'll always respect him for that.
I think the other thing with Sterling as well is there's a lot of traumatic memories from Sterling that kind of have cast shadows on the good career that he's had at City. You know, look, I mean, that Lyon game still gives me PTSD now.
Jesus, yeah, man. Mate, Kev, mate, deserved better than that. He deserved better, man. He deserved better. Like that season, mate, Kev was unbelievable, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Unbelievable that season. And why is it Kev's best year, right? We fall face the earth of injuries and we can't be Liverpool. Like, I tell you, right, if we win Champions League and the league that year, he's Ballon d'Or.
He has to. And also, was that the year that Cav got robbed of the assist for Sterling?
And they counted it in the assist compilation. I was like, are you kidding me? You counted
it in the assist compilation, but never gave it him.
Then give him it then. Then give him the record.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Kev. It's years later. Here's your record. Cheers, lads. Like, honestly, right, this is... If you ever want to watch something, right, to annoy you, type in Kevin De Bruyne missed assist compilation. You will get triggered. You'll get triggered. Somebody assisted that. Even Mahrez, bro, has stinkers. Mahrez just scored like the one where Kev, right, off balance chip assisted it on his weak foot over at the Spurs. I was like, are you kidding me?
There's one assist for me. Now, when you think having De Bruyne assists,
that's exactly on the bench.
When you think having De Bruyne assists, there's loads that you kind of think of. The one for me that sticks out as probably one of my favourite Kevin De Bruyne assists ever was that headed pass.
Oh,
that headed pass are like curved around the back of the defence. Oh my face! Like I didn't even know that was possible with a football.
Bro, Kev has done some assists. I'm thinking, how the fuck have you done that? Like, no, bro, that Liverpool game in the run-in, that pass past Van Dijk. I was like, Mahrez buries that last minute. We win 3-2. Imagine the scenes in that ground if Mahrez buries that opportunity at the end of the game with that assist. It would have been unbelievable. Honestly, it to me it just oh man. Yeah, if you want something to piss you off, guys, watch that compilation. Honestly, it is crazy. Honestly, it's absolutely crazy. You still there? He's frozen. He's frozen again. For God's sake. He'll be back in a bit. Anyway, but no, but we'll get on to we'll get on to Semenya, obviously, on time on Semenya. That 2-2 draw. Oh, Jack, honestly, like the Mahrez miss, man. Like again, Mahrez is unbelievable for us, man. But that game, if he buries that opportunity, we're in dreamland. Obviously won the league anyway, but it was nice to won that game in that aspect. Is it aspect, my manner? Losing my words right now. Anyway, formidable. If we had that right now, mate, Christ Almighty, it would be curtains to the whole league. If we had Prime Silver and De Bruyne in this current team, be unbelievable, mate. Be unbelievable. I'm just going to quickly get up some menu quickly. So people, a big up, obviously the chat as well. And obviously, if you're new, I'd leave a like on the stream as well and subscribe if you're new as well. On there is 1.3k. So to big up you guys as well. My president, it probably is in space. Yeah. Hold on, he's probably frozen. He's frozen, isn't he? Yeah, he's frozen. Yeah, he is frozen. Oh yeah, here you go. I remember he should be back in a bit anyway. He's gonna say, Steve. Yeah, I think he just froze. Fortunately, mate, his computer's a bit of a nightmare at times. In Morris' defense, he did. Oh, he did, Jack. He did absolutely. I think. Do you know what? He probably scored even more goals than himself, though, mate. Like he could have at least had more goals than assists himself. It's crazy how because he was an unbelievable player for us as well, Mahrez as well. Right, Semenyo. Let's get the tweet up quickly. Let's have a look. Right, so just going to share the screen quickly so we can sort of that. Right, so I'm just going to share the screen. Where is it? That one there. Yep. Cool. Right, so Antoine Semenyo wants a City transfer completed by January the 1st. So some sources indicate that Bournemouth may want to reward versus Arsenal and Tottenham ahead of January 10th release clause deadline. The Semenyo is keen for a swift conclusion with formal stages expected in the next 48 hours. I mean, I can't blame him really about that Bournemouth game against Brentford. I mean, what was it? A good backhill goal, and after the rest of the team, I lost 4-1. So, because I blame him for that, really. But yeah, I mean, I imagine it probably gets done ASAP. I think it's I just think at this point, like it's kind of a foregone conclusion now for this move. I can see it happening very, very quickly. I'll get a confirmation soon. Right, the missed penalty. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. True, Steve. Yeah, at a time where he obviously scored quite a bit in the game, there's a time where obviously he bottled it quite a bit. So yeah, it was very hit and miss. It was very hit and miss at times, definitely for sure. People, bear with me. Oh, he's back in the studio now. There we go. He's back again. All good. I'm just showing the tweet there that was put out by the BBC today about Semenyo, about transfer and that. So the current word is that the move could possibly get done in the next 2 days. Now, I imagine there's some truth into that. I'm not sure if that's confirmed to be the guarantee that that's what's going to happen, but it was.
I don't think that's even possible, is it?
Well, I imagine
the window doesn't open until the 1st of January.
But this is what I mean. Like, you know, someone's going to spend you in Doku if you get, mate. Yeah, Ash, agree, Ash, on that one. I think you'll get a deal agreed, but you won't. But you won't.
You can get a deal agreed in principle, but you won't be able to sign any documents or put anything through until 1st of January at the earliest. I think. All right, Nick, mate. I think the only reason why City want to kind of move quickly on this, and probably Semenyo does as well, for probably the same reasons, is that the transfer release clause is only active for, I think it's something like 10 days. I think it's like the first 10 days of the window.
Yeah.
So I think Semenyo will be trying to get it pushed to get it done, because I don't think he'll want it to kind of, be prolonged and, a City going to do it, a City not going to do it, because that's not good for him, and it's not.
Oh, God, it's through. Oh, hopefully he loads back in, hopefully. It's happened again, lol. No, I'm sure we're back on a little bit, but yeah, no, but as Bevo said, what we don't want is this transfer to sort of drag on the window. Like, if you do want him, cool, then obviously get the deal obviously done ASAP. If not, but I won't lie, I'm hammered, but yeah, I bet you are, man. I bet it was a long day today, mate, as well. But big up, obviously, if you for full the away fans as well, for as a good atmosphere as well, and that LA end. Tough game as well, but those are the kind of games I'm sure you obviously agree with me as well, Nick. That those are the kind of games that are massive in a title race. Like those tough away games, away from home at lots of Forest and that, that kind of stuff are huge. Oh, there we go.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't know what the crack is with the computer tonight, but it just keeps going off. So
Stinker
I'm just gonna have to wrap it up. Just gonna have to wrap it up on this.
That's fine. No worries. It's all good. But as you were saying, obviously, it's definitely important. I think that we don't let this move drag on. Like, if you want to get it sorted ASAP. Basically, don't let this move just carry on.
It'll be important for Semenyo as well, because the thing is, it's not like he's moving from Liverpool to Manchester, or he's not moving from Bournemouth to Brighton. Like it's quite a long way to move. And if he's got a family, maybe a wife and kids, he's going to want to get them settled as quickly as possible. He's not going to want things to be prolonged and to take ages to get through, where the family don't know whether they're coming or going. I think the club want to move fast as well, because there's that 10-day limit. So I think that there's a number of reasons why the club and Semenyo would both want to get this deal done as fast as possible, especially from a club's perspective as well, because I think the longer that this takes, Semenyo is wanting a big club, and I know that he's agreed. I know there's this speculation that he wants Manchester City over everyone else, but if Liverpool came in for him and City were dicking around with, payment structures and things like that, and Liverpool come in and paid the release clause, like he's not going to say no to Liverpool, is he? Just the same as he's not going to say no to Arsenal. He's not going to say, no to Chelsea. He's not going to say, if a big club is in for him and he's got the opportunity to play Champions League football most years, I think, yes, City is his preference, but if we start dicking around with it, then and another club comes in and pays that release clause, then who knows? He might start to sort of change his mind. And historically, I think from a fan's point of view, we have been known to dick around with transfers over the years, where we've tried to undercut teams by 10 million, or we've said, oh, when we're not going to pay the release clause, we'll pay 5 million more, but we get to do it over a longer period, because like with the 60 million pound release clause, that has to be paid up front, that has to be paid there and then. There is no payment terms with that. But if you say, okay, well, we're going to pay 70 million, but we're going to do it over the course of 3 seasons, then it's not as much of a hit to the accounts as paying it outright.
Yeah.
So I think we just, if we're convinced that he is a player and a profile that we need, and a player that is going to suit us, then I think we just have to go all out and pay the money and just get it done. And that looks like what we're doing, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, this is what saying Mockbell put on today. A decision for him isn't a financial one. It's an opportunity to work with Pep Guardiola, win trophies with Man City and play for City. It doesn't come around every day. He's got the opportunity to do that now, which is why I think he's intent on taking up the opportunity. Well, to be honest with you, right, I haven't read up stuff what he said. Obviously, look at his interviews. He's a very humble guy, very chill. But I think he fit in very well with our squad, very well. I think he come in and sort of be a real
Yeah, he definitely would. He definitely would. There doesn't seem to be any like arrogance there.
And he's also good. Also, he's a very strong player. He's a strong player. He's a physically strong player. Can play both sides as well, which is brilliant. For something very useful as well in the current squad. I think he's
Yeah.
is that what
You can
we
play
need?
him anywhere across the front three. Yeah, you can play him anywhere across the front three. You can play him as a cam. You can play him as a left wing, right wing. He's quite 2-footed, not as 2-footed as Cherki, but he is a very 2-footed player. He's powerful. He's strong. He's fast. He's got goals in him. He's homegrown as well. I do think that this is the end for Oscar Bob. I think you're probably going to see Oscar Bob maybe go to a Bournemouth. To be honest with you,
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
I think Oscar Bob to Bournemouth could be a good move.
I think as well. I think he needs that week in week. I think Bournemouth as well are playing week in week out. I think that's what he right now. Him and Rico Lewis need week in week out games. I mean, someone like Mukasa, he'll have time to prove himself over time. So McAdoo, so will the Hess brothers. They'll be given that chance to do it over time. But I think Bob and Rico, we've seen them enough as it is. Like we've seen enough. Probably. I think Bob. It's not his fault. I think that injury fucked it up for him massively. It's a real shame they got injured last season. I think that injury. If we go back now, I think right. If he wasn't injured then, what would have happened? That's what I want to know. Like, what would have happened if he was injured?
I was watching a stream with, I think it was Troops and Saeed. And Troops is actually good friends with Oscar Bob. Apparently Troops talks to Oscar Bob quite a lot.
Yeah.
And apparently, Troops, the Arsenal fan.
Yeah. No Troops. Yeah.
Well, apparently he speaks to Oscar Bob quite a lot, and apparently Oscar Bob was saying that this year was supposed to be his year. Pep was giving him giving him was going to give him the minutes. He was going to give him the game time, and he's just been hit with injuries, and he apparently he's quite down about it. He's a bit gutted that he'd been given this opportunity this season, and apparently he's a really good guy as well, and I can believe it. But yeah, apparently he's he's really gutted because he said this was supposed to be his year.
Yeah, and well, mate, I think the fan
If you've
base.
not seen it, have a watch of the stream because he does explain in more detail than what I have.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Like,
I think it's on Troops TV.
Yeah. This is the thing. Like, I think Pep obviously likes Bob. He obviously does like Bob, but it's not fair on him to sort of put him on the bench and try and force him in if he's not there. He needs to be playing week in, week out. I think a fresh start would give him that chance to go again in his career. I just think that if that led to it doesn't matter, right? It's in training. It wasn't even a game. It was in training as well, which is so annoying. It's like, and I imagine it's probably a training, right? ACL injuries happen as well, don't they? In training, it happen a lot, sadly, and it's a real shame. It's a real shame as well because I think there's a player in there.
Well, the latest injuries, not what that was in a game, wasn't it? That wasn't. He got pulled off. Was it the Carabao Cup where Foden had to come on?
Yes. Yeah. That's the one. Yeah. It's just really sad, man. It's really sad. I wish him all the best wherever he does go. I really do. I mean, I think he still has a good career out of him. He does, but I just think the City time has come and gone, and that injury ruined it for him. It was a real shame. You got tomorrow. No.
I was just going to say, injuries don't necessarily ruin players' careers. I mean, look at John Stones.
Yeah.
Look at John Stones. If injuries ruined a player's career, John Stones wouldn't have had such a successful one at Manchester City because the guy's always injured. But I think if you're looking to, you're still quite young. If you're looking to get some, valuable minutes under your belt and try and build a solid career for yourself, unfortunately, at Manchester City, it can be a bit of a brutal mistress at times. There's been players like, look at Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer. He played a few minutes here and there, didn't really do much. You could see there was a talent there, but then he's gone to Chelsea and done what he's done. It wouldn't surprise me if someone like Chelsea went in for him, to be honest with you.
No, it wouldn't surprise me at all. But I think either way, right, with Bob,
I
do
like a
wish
Dortmund.
him.
I like the idea of a Dortmund loan.
Yeah, Bob Adiemi and Grassi up front. That'd be a great front three. Touch that, but yeah, no, I do wish him all the best. Yeah, I think he will have a good career elsewhere. I just think the City time, I think, has come and gone, which isn't his fault for me. It's not his fault at all. I think it's just that time at City been robbed of him by an injury, which wasn't his fault at all. So, wherever he does go, I wish him all the best. And mate, that Newcastle goal, I'll always remember it. That was a huge goal when it's hard to race. Then won the league, mate, 4 in a row. And that Oscar Bob goal and the Kevin De Bruyne assist, that went with the as against league title. So for me,
yeah,
Oscar Bob will always have a place in City folklore. He will, always will do, because of that goal. So
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Do you know what? What we'll do is before we end, we'll discuss Sunderland quickly as well. Sunderland, for me, I think is all about just, again, 3 points. I don't care how we do it. Oh, he's just left again. Lol. Show him back in a little bit, but yeah. Oh, he's back on again. I'm getting worse now. Right. Okay, back on again. Right. So yeah. So for me, Sunderland is about the 3 points. I couldn't give a shit about the performance. Yes, if we also have a good performance, it would be nice, but it's a tough game on an 8 p.m. kickoff on New Year's Day, which is probably just as hard as a half-12 kickoff today.
Yeah.
This, for me, right now, because remember, Arsenal playing Villa, is it on the 30th, is it? Playing? So we're playing 2 days after the Arsenal play.
Yeah.
We got to win. Because if Arsenal beat Villa, the pressure's on us to go and get the win. Against Sunderland. So it's going to be all about key players stepping up in that game for sure. And I'm sure we will, but in football, there's no guarantees. And I think I just hope that Pep plays a similar team. I think Ryan has been playing really well recently. So is Bob. Obviously, sorry, Bob, Cherki, and obviously, and Foden, obviously. So
I am just backing out. I will be 2 sacks. What 2 sacks?
That's not Nora's fault. So it will be tough. De Bruyne pass to Bob. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Sunderland tough game. Just need to run it out. I'll have a bad feeling. G. Oh god. G. Right goalkeeper. He's done it. Oh, that game, man. That game. Nightmare fuel. That game. I remember that. I was like, what is it about Sunderland away? What was it? It's either a 1-0 loss. We win 4-1. Is there a guarantee? Is that going there? Something will be. It probably will be. Yeah, probably will be. I got Villa to put the winning start on their shouting. Like that, I agree. I think Villa have a very good chance of beating Arsenal at the Emirates. I mean, will they? We'll see what happens. But I do think they've got a good chance. That's a good question. Doku, I hope is fit. I think we miss him right now on the wing. We miss having that outlet, but Rodri, I don't know yet. I don't know, Rodri. I mean,
I think you have to play Rodri. You have to give him some minutes because what's the game after Sunderland?
Chelsea at home.
I think whilst it's not important that he plays against Chelsea, I think it's important that he starts to gradually get some minutes because we've got some real big games coming up. And I think we need him to at least be there or thereabouts for those big games. So I probably wouldn't give him any minutes against Sunderland, but I'd probably maybe give him 20 minutes at the end of Chelsea and then work him back into it that way.
Yeah.
Maybe I know it's going to sound really daft, but maybe even give him some minutes against Exeter.
Yeah, that's what I do actually. Yeah, that's what I do actually. I think that'd be a good move. I think. Hope to see Rodri get some minutes. But yeah, well, hopefully, Ash. Hopefully, yeah.
Oh, is this thing crashed again?
Bloody hell, man. Arsenal's form right now, minute. Oh, it's back now. There you go. Own goal saved you.
Let's try and end it. Jesus Christ! Before this goes off again.
Yeah, right. We'll finish it off about an hour and a half anyway. An hour and a half actually a good number anyway. But no, but it's what I mean. Like this is the kind of game where, for me, a 1-0 win, I'm happy with right now. Yep, cool. 1-0 win, 3 points, get me out. Chelsea at home, I think will be a much more bearable game to deal with. So will Brighton. But for me, it's just get through this game. Get through it because again, after this period of games in January, we're all right for a while. So I just want to see us get some performances together. If you know what I mean. But I'll have to chat as well. I'll ask you. I mean, score prediction. I think team wise, I'm probably gonna go for the exact same team as. He's gone again. Well, yeah, we'll end shortly. We'll end shortly. But I'll ask you guys in the chat. Leave the score predictions for the game. I'm gonna probably say the same squad anyway, unless Pep wants to rotate a bit more. Unless players are fit, I probably would say that for me, you play the same team, barring obviously any changes obviously here and there as well.
You won't ask me anything because my computer's decided to crash out again. I think it's StreamYard,
Might be.
Honestly, I think there's a problem with StreamYard because, I don't even know if I can flip the camera here. So, can you see that?
Something went wrong. Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
I think it's a StreamYard thing. I don't know.
It's
it's never happened this much.
No, it's been terrible tonight for some reason. Yeah, but 2-1 Sunderland and yeah, no, honestly, for me, I just want to see a play a similar team. Like if players are fit, play them. But if they're not, then just keep it simple. Same team, get the win. 3 points right now. I'll care about.
Yeah, there's no need to sort of overthink it. At the end of the day, we've got a winning formula at the moment.
We do, and I think it's all about just getting the 3 points right now. And if we do, great. And players like Cherki right now are massive in these kind of games, especially with away games with those low blocks. Same with Foden. Haaland, look, I'm going to say it now. If Haaland does score, great, but Ballard's going to be on him like a hawk. Ballard and Mukiele will be on him like a hawk against us. So expect a Haaland quiet game unless he obviously gets a few goals. It would be quite nice. But for me, Reinders, Foden, and Cherki will be key players in this game. But I'm going to go 2-1 City. How about you?
3-1.
3-1. Yeah, well, either way, it's 3 points. That's the way I look at it anyway. But we'll leave it there. Big up everyone, obviously, for tuning in. I hope all have had a good Christmas as well. We are currently 2 subs off 1.3k. Come on, guys. If 2 of you are not subscribed yet, come on. Please subscribe to us and help us out.
2 people, man. Come on.
Come on, 2 of you. Come on. 2 of you haven't subscribed. It's new to the channel. Come on. Trust us. It's not up all the time. There's these constant blackouts here and there, but when we're on it a lot more. It's a lot more together. But trust us, it's worth subscribing to us for the long term. Trust on this anyway. Savino hat trick, Steve. Bloody hell, if that happens, mate. We're on the beach, mate. That happens. City actually on the beach. 3 goals in one game. It's been Jesus Christ. 1 goal would be great in itself.
Guys, the guy can't score 1 in 30, let alone 3 in 1.
Yeah, big up, bro. Yeah. So anyone that's new, anyone that's subscribed before, two subs. Help us get there if you can. 1.3k. Family friendly? No, it's not. It's not family friendly.
Not tonight, it's not, no.
Not tonight, it's not, no. Right, but big everyone is tuning in. Big win today against Forest. Obviously, big game to come, obviously, against Sunderland, obviously, New Year. We'll obviously discuss that in the New Year anyway. Cheers to everyone for obviously tuning in as well. There's over 30 likes on YouTube. There's 130 views, 140 views on YouTube, which is very good for us as well, especially this time of year as well, when it's obviously a bit quiet and festive. Obviously, everyone's busy in that. So, big up all of you guys, obviously, for tuning in as always. And we will see you again for another stream very, very soon. Probably in the new year now. I can't imagine us doing another stream before that anyway. That's just unbelievable news. I mean, 115, by the way, apparently, is still not been decided now into 2026. It's just, honestly, man, when's it going to end?
I mean, I think that's kind of, I think that's kind of obvious. You know, I don't think there's going to be 115 news coming out on New Year's Eve, is there? Let's be real.
Happy New Year, Sit here in a City. Yes. So I expect a very quiet few days before the next game anyway. But yeah, big up all you guys obviously for tuning in. Thank you so much for all the support this year in 2025 on the channel. Obviously looking towards get to obviously 1.3k, obviously ASAP. And obviously long-term 2k subscribers, obviously it's a long-term goal as well. Big up you all for everything. Obviously, you should help to us, obviously, liking the streams, videos, subscribing, sharing them with your friends as well. We do appreciate it massively. We'll see you guys in the new year for more content, more streams, more stuff to come. Especially a big thing as well regarding the charity thing that we're doing. Trust us in the new year with more information in January. I think once we get through this period, we'll let you guys know all the details on that to come. So then, guys, have a good rest of your evening, have a good rest of your year. See you guys in the new year for more content. See you guys soon, guys. Take care. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.